Hi everyone, I'm Dara. I've been working on a new quilting project and I've made some stencils to help me with my hand quilting. So today I'd like to show you how I did it. Okay, so I picked up this quilting book at the thrift store. It is full of just machine quilting patterns. I looked at the publication date. It's in the 80s, so it's like some real country designs, but I think they're pretty. I'm a product of the 80s after all. So I wanted to pick the same design for each of my squares. And so I picked this one, and then I used my printer photocopier to enlarge it. And I think it's going to fit okay. So now I need to make myself a stencil. So, because I tried the bone handle thing on my daughter's quilt and pressing on the design, and it's not the worst way, but I don't want to do 99 of those. So I have this accordion file that is not one of my many schemes to get the kids organized when they were younger and doesn't work, but I thought maybe these dividers could do the trick. So I'm going to cut it out off camera because it's going to be too awkward, but I'll cut it out and then see about tracing the design and cutting it out with an X-Acto knife. Okay, so that got accomplished with a bit of wrestling. So there's my design. This is my scrapbooking healing mat. So let's trace the design first. Let's make an attempt to carve this out. It might have to be off camera, but I'll start with a leaf. I don't know if I'm going all the way through. No, I'm not going all the way through. Okay. And I have to remember to leave some connecting spots or else my stencil's gonna fall apart. So there we go. Okay. So I'll leave that little spot connected. Okay, so you get the idea. What can I put this under? Maybe fabric. Okay, so I'm going to keep going off camera and try and get this cut out. I don't think it's going to be a fast process. Okay, so I got that all cut out. Took a while, but I'm really excited about giving it a try. Okay, so I got some heat erase pens for Christmas this year, so I'm going to give them a try with this project. But first, I've got a little scrap here, and I'm going to make sure that they are truly heat erase. So let's go over to the iron. Before I do, okay. Okay, that's out. Okay, so that's what I'll be using to mark my quilting lines. So here's one of the quilt squares I finished quilting with this stencil right here. And honestly, I've already pressed out the pen, the heat erase pen, and you know, it was a great little quilting pattern. I'm really pleased with it. So I'm hoping my next stencil turns out nicely. I've been working away on my quilt, and I think I'm going to put a border on it because I want to A, make sure I use up all my fabric, and B, I think I want it a bit bigger than the size it's turning out to be. So I thought I would make, even though I'm not ready to start the border, I want to break from the sewing, so I'm going to make another quilting stencil. Okay, so here's the hand quilting pattern I used for my daughter's quilt. So I'm gonna make another stencil. And this one actually has little spots to remind me to leave for the stencil. One of the things I experienced with this first one that I made was that it was hard to see where the empty spots were on the fabric. So I want to try and come up with another idea to deal with that. And I have this piece left over from the first piece of transparency that I cut out. And it's like the exact right size, so yay. So I think what I'm gonna do is make thicker lines and try and cut in between and still have the thicker lines on the outside. So let's start with the tracing. So it's all cut out, and I just had to take my time and go slow. And there's some ragged areas, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm just going back over with my marker to make my lines more visible. Okay, I'm gonna try it out on this piece of scrap backing and see how it looks. Here's my original. So my shapes are not exactly like the curved leaves, which I'm a little bit disappointed in. Okay. Keep it still is one of the challenges. Definitely the marking is much easier when I can see the lines on the outside. You know what? I think when that's stitched, that's going to be just fine. My leaves are a little bit narrower, but that's okay. Okay, great. So that's how I made my stencils to do some hand quilting. I hope that this video helped you if you want to make some hand quilting stencils. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video.